Hi, friends. This reflection is for the 14th Sunday of Ordinary Time. So, looking at the readings, you're probably noticing that Ezekiel was foretelling something that was going to happen to Jesus when he goes to Jerusalem. Like, everyone was saying that well, of course, Jesus was beginning his preaching, and people were saying, like, well, who is this guy? Like, who is this guy? And they closed their hearts. They were very ignorant towards him. They lacked faith. And of course, Jesus acknowledged that. And sometimes we could be like that too. Like, we're doing these things and let's face it, we are living in a polarized culture in which people pretty much are like, it's practically God has just been shown the door, in our culture. Saying, "Oh, we can get by without him." But in reality, you can't, you know? And now you have people that were taught to hate Christians or somewhat, be, cultivate life without God. That, when you are kind of like this outcast in their eyes, they diss you, they don't want to be your friend anymore, they try to find ways to persecute you. And it's happened before too, but nothing like this. Even St. Paul reminds us that he showed great humility in his letter to the Corinthians when he talked about the thorn in his flesh. And he turned to Jesus in humility when he said, "For power is made perfect in weakness." The unashamed acknowledgement of our weakness opens us to eagerly welcome Christ, whose grace is sufficient for us. I think sometimes we tend to I think for a lot of us, maybe we have a weakness in this area or that area, and we kind of ignore it, so to speak. But to every weakness, we get stronger. How? Well, we get stronger every time we call on Jesus, like, "Hey, I need you." One of my favorite Christian songs actually is "Lord, I Need You" and by Mad Myron. I always remember the opening, "Lord, I come, I confess." I think Matt Meyer's intention of writing that song is to acknowledge the fact that, you know, there are going to be times where we need God. We need God in our lives. We need Him to help us overcome all of all of our first world problems and everything. We need Him just as much as He needs us. So, friends, as we are navigating as we're about to embark on the 14th week of Ordinary Time, let us take time to acknowledge the fact that we do need Jesus. We need Him just as He needs us. Never forget that. Jesus will make the weak strong when we place our faith in Him. God bless.